Hey guys, so I'm gonna be going over nuclear option, and I'm gonna show you guys some stuff in a free flight. Um, looks good. So, one of the things with taking off from an aircraft carrier in the IFRIT is that if you're not fully loaded with a bunch of bombs, you can actually, from the main spawn at least, just power up to full throttle and go on the brakes. Brakes is generally B, and then hold W, which will pitch up everything. And then be careful about your tail because you can tail strike. But the tail strike you just saw me do isn't too damaging. And then to shift cameras, for me, you press L. It might be different for you. You want to go into settings and then control binding menu to see. And I recommend against going into that menu while flying because it will still take your controls, I think. Yeah. Even though I'm in a menu. And then one of the tips for dogfighting that I want to say is that if they're kind of behind you, you can actually do a Top Gun by slowing down a bunch and press F to disable pitch limiter and then full throttle and go like this, and you can do a Cobra and lose a bunch of your speed. You can also dip down and then up for even more Cobra-ness. And then you can press F again to just take that off. And if you're in a cricket, that pitch limiter is really nice in dogfights because it doesn't make you stall very much. And it just kind of lets you turn a bit faster. And then also in most runways you can just take off early. And it's kind of cool watching missiles release in external view. So then I can turn like this fast without pitch limiter disabled, but then if I turn pitch limiter off, I turn slightly faster. So that's it for that. Something you can do with the Revoker is you can do the Cobra a lot better. And I'm actually gonna go with this guy and see if he'll help me make a vid. Oh, that's one of the things on this one. If you just try to go straight forward, it will make your nose wheel just die. So you need to pitch up, but so you need to pitch up like this until you get your nose off the ground, and hopefully be I'm not able to do it very well on this one. You need to be very careful with keeping your tail very close to the ground. Ah. Yeah. Yeah, the carriers are super annoying. So, one of the things you want to do in a dogfight, if you're just doing circles with each other, imagine there's another person like directly across from me, then you can actually do that. Don't do what I just did. But with guns, you definitely want to lead your target, because if you just keep your nose on the target, they will fly way past your bullets, and then you'll just miss them by like 5 miles. At least at the time of the recording, it's pretty small. I generally like to look external view for taking off of carriers like this. Yeah. Well, how do you know I'm on YouTube? I could be on Twitch. damage my tail fin a little bit. Also, be careful with radar pings, because not all of them will be actually the plane. Some of them could be missiles. At least, like, scythes and the missiles that come off of the little boats, but not the carrier. I forget what they're called. The shards. Also, a tip for destroying carriers: if you want to do it in like one time, if you go in the Ifrit, it can carry 18 250-pound bombs. And so if you use that, you can probably destroy the carrier if you're good at dodging missiles. And you can actually dodge missiles a similar way you dodge ARH missiles. But you have to start kind of higher off the ground. And then as soon as they launch, just pitch down really far. So they lead you into the ground. And then you're able to get a nice shot off. And they lose their missiles. Wait, what? Oh, yeah. And generally, like, the flight deck will also be in horrible condition, so it's basically destroyed. Oh, yeah. But if you're able to get pretty close and drop all 18 bombs, it's dead. But also, a good way to destroy the defenses is in like a chicane, because you're able to bring 42 linchpins, and those kind of just destroy everything. Like, not actually damage, but like destroy the defenses, sort of a thing. Well, because the defenses aren't able to handle all 42 of them. Especially if you get in kind of close. Metallic Hero, could you do the dogfight now? Oh yeah, they have a tiny explosive radius, but if you... Like, if you have a bunch of them, they're bound to hit the thing you want. Oh dang, I entered a flat spin. That's not ideal. Yeah, I should probably get out of Cobra mode, which is what I call it. So like, I pitch up like this, and you could get a IR missile off right there. But, like in this case, I could definitely get a missile off, but if we're just... Oh no, if you target the carrier. Oh, the one of the a big tip for dogfights is to pitch up without pitch limiter, especially if you're going not too fast, and then just shoot a missile off. But don't shoot like right at them, shoot slightly in front of them to lead the target, because the missile's probably not going to be able to aim. Like, it didn't hit very much there. But then if you lead wherever they're going a tiny bit, sort of thing. That was not a good example. Like that. Oh, lead the target. And then of course you can just send unlimited missiles in their general direction. Also, I'm going to show you that I can destroy a carrier with Pop 250s. So. Well, I need to show you how to do it. So, of course, you want to select the carrier. Just so. Yeah. And that's basically how it works. You might not die, but then you probably will. But then you almost certainly get a bunch of the points for destroying the carrier, so I'd say it's a good trade. So with the radar stuff, we can tell the carrier is actually like right there, I think. Or maybe that's the other thingy. I don't know. But 18 PEB 250s is a good amount of explosives. Like, maybe a kilometer or less. So yeah, that didn't work. But you also need to go slightly higher and kind of like bounce a little bit to make it so the IR missiles won't hit. Or you can just drop throttle and flare and pray. It's so cool watching missiles fly off the deck. Oh, dang. Yeah, that didn't work too well for either of us. Oh, and now this other guy's. What the hell? Oh. I'm gonna show you how to not do it again. You can do 68s or 48s. You just need a lot of them. And so generally for that I'd use the Dark Reach to because it can carry 24 of them. It can also carry 24 PEP 500s. Are they PEP 500s? GPO 500, sorry. But you don't really need 25 GPO 500s if they hit. If they all hit, it's kind of just satisfying to watch. But why is everyone joining the other team and not the team I'm on? Like, I think there was one guy who joined my team and then they left. I mean, I don't really care, but it's kind of crazy how much turning these Pop 250s are able to do. But I'm gonna show you guys how the AGM 68s do. Which they do, like, pretty good as well. Especially when you have 24 of them. And the Dark Reach is really big, but it also accelerates, like, insanely fast. For its size, at least, because it has, like, 210,000 thrust at sea level, I think. Yeah. Which is kinda insane. Oh. Yeah. But if you have, like, an escort, it's really good. Even if you just have a Medusa for AWACS. Basically, it's a giant. Yeah, or single player. But an AWACS is basically just a giant radar on top of a plane. And that's a interesting strategy you can do with if you're playing Compass, because it doesn't have a radar, but if you have an AWACS and then you also have the Compass is really good at stealth. You're gonna miss all your shots. So by this I can tell you're coming pretty fast. So if I slow down here, you should overshoot me, or at least not be very close. So I can see that you have some missiles. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to select the carrier, point in its direction. I can tell that you're on my tail, but if I dive, I should be able to defeat any flares. And if you just constantly wiggle around, it's a lot harder to hit. It's still possible, but it's harder to do so. And also you can look external view to see any shots incoming and try to dodge them. I'm not very good at this. And you didn't use your missiles for some reason. Those are all IR, so that means you probably have the 6 non-IRs. My missiles are chasing you. Yeah. Because I was shooting all the missiles off after you had torn my wing off. It just doesn't really help. And a bug with the minimap is you're able to tell the other person's direction that they're flying, even if you don't know their current position. Like, I know their previous position, and, like, I can tell if they turn, and by that I can tell generally where they're going. Like, he's right there. Foiled by a mountain. Hee hee. Not foiled by a mountain. Yeah, when you have 18 PAB 250s on, you're a little bit heavy. And also something you can do is if you increase altitude, even though your thrust goes down a little bit, drag significantly goes down, and so you're able to reach a higher speed at higher altitude, or at least Mach number. It's kind of annoying because air defenses are super good this game, but because there aren't many air defenses in this, it's not that bad. also, if you are countering a radar missile and you go close to the ground and it stops radar locking, it can still know pretty much where you are just because it will have known where you are. Yeah, that's one of the things. But then you can also dodge the radar missiles pretty easily. So. Wee. Also, one of the things you can do is you can take other things that are not PAB 250s. You have less explosive rounds overall, but you have much more explosive power in general. I'm just saying it like that because Metallic Hero is watching my stream, I think, so. It's really cool watching from the outside when you get, like, right next to the water. Also, if you don't have nuclear option, I highly recommend it if you like flight sims and progressiveness, but it's not like War Thunder progressiveness, it's more like every match you play you have to progress. Unless you're playing free flight, of course. In which case it's like, yeah. It just gives you everything. And one of the things you actually can do is, if you're running out of money, but you have a pretty high ranking, you can request a plane, and then when it gives it to you, like if you do the Ifrit, you can just sell it, and then buy like a refoker, and then you have extra money if you need. And now you overshot, so now I can go. Ooh. Hehe, Kershplodiness. Yeah, got a kill. And big explosion. just a little. Now you're angry. I mean, I do appreciate your good spelling and grammar. But now I have to target you directly with the nukes. Yum. Rage quit or just rage? Because I could also just press the slow button because you have higher score than I do, which is kind of annoying. Hee hee. You're behind me now. I intercepted a intercepting missile with something. Yeah. Are you gonna nuke that base? I swear to God, I'm gonna. Dang. I mean, that's not that bad of a rage, honestly. Because I can just do this. Oh my God, that gave you a lot of points. Why are you killing the radar stations? What did they do to you? Dang. Don't look like you're doing so good. Yeah. see is your carrier able to intercept all of those? Let's watch from the shards point of view. Yeah, I didn't think so. Oh my god, that's, wow. That metal looks pretty hot. It's, a paint thing. Big explosion. Wait, did you just notch the missile? Bro, what? I don't even know how to do that. You just... Wow. That's a lot of missiles. I'm gonna have to go at 8 for all of you guys, or in 7 minutes, basically. So, thanks for watching, and if you're not already, feel free to subscribe. External view. That looks so boss. Also, one of the ways to distract air defense systems is to shoot stuff at it, like the shard. Like, I shoot these 2 scythes and these 4 IRs. It tries to defend against that, and then I'm able to deploy the nuke at it. Oh, it didn't hit the carrier. Don't think. Yeah, it didn't. That's really lucky. If it was even targeting the carrier. But now, you guys are definitely dead. The worst pilot ever! Let's go. Oh shoot, oh shoot. You might get me. Dang it. Dang it. I'm confused. I don't know what that means. And all, so. We'll see you in the next stream, which almost certainly won't be this week. Bye.